You are now listening to the Flurry podcast hosted by Marquise Rawls. Legends come in all forms in the sport of boxing, leaving a mark that will forever be stamped in the history books. The sport of boxing, along with Floyd Mayweather, lost a legend in Roger Mayweather. The two-time champion fighter tied up his gloves against all-time greats such as Julio Cesar Chavez and Pernell Whitaker. He retired with a record of 59 wins and 13 losses. He really made his claim to fame when he brought up a young Floyd Mayweather, crafting a blueprint for defense and counterpunches that took his young nephew to the highest highs in boxing, grossing the most money by any boxer ever, and being regarded as one of the greatest to ever step on the canvas. His teachings have traveled far, with many boxers and trainers imitating them, but none have perfected it because it hasn't come from Roger himself. As his teachings of the now world-famous shoulder roll defense changed the landscape of boxing, we will forever remember the man who popularized it through his nephew, Roger Mayweather. May he rest in boxing heaven. In more lighthearted news in the world of boxing, the Gypsy King himself has been accused of tampering with his gloves for the second Wilder match by a group of boxing fans. I will premise that I have seen no evidence that Wilder himself has made the accusation or even hinted at any tampering at all. All voices are coming from fans and even a former opponent of Tyson Fury, Steve Cunningham. Now, I know when you first think of someone tampering with their gloves, you think of Antonio Margarita's scandal with the plaster in his gloves, but I don't think this accusation is as scandalous as that. This is more so regarding the inside padding of the cushioning of the gloves. People claim that Fury adjusted his gloves slightly at a peculiar angle where his knuckles were slightly off the padding, allowing him to inflict more damage. While that is obviously cheating, I don't believe Tyson Fury has done that. I can, on the other hand, see how fans can't believe it with a story coming to light of Fury's team paying a farmer to hide a failed drug test. But that was a few years ago, so I'll let that slide. And Tyson Fury, he's not really known for being a massive power puncher, but I always say in a heavyweight division, anything can happen. These guys, they're 230, 240 plus pounders, and they all could pack a punch. And if you throw enough punches or the right punch in the right place on someone's head, then they could go down. Regardless of the non-direct evidence of Fury's ability to cheat, I don't think he did it. Us fans, we need to know the facts. If some people are claiming that he did, maybe an investigation should be held to determine whether he did or did not. But until then, he is innocent until proven guilty. Or do people not believe in that phrase anymore? We'll see in the future. You were just listening to the Flurry podcast hosted by Marquise Rawls. Stay tuned for the next episode, or go back and listen to the previous episodes if you haven't done so.